YouTube, what is going on today? Drunk Pilot here. Happy June 25th to you all. Happy PMDG 777 release day. I'm just sitting here and watching, refreshing, and figured I would dub a video that I've put together of our trip to Montana. All 4 flights I've got tracked. So let's go ahead and get started. Coming out of Charlotte, our first flight, United 1301, Airbus A319, registration November 880 Uniform Alpha. Departing 18 Center. See 18 right over there, 18 right, 36 left, all the way over there. Start our right-hand turn at about 3,000 feet, I would say. Maybe 2,500. Flight level 340. Yeah, they're doing a parallel. Passing through Lexington, Cincinnati, Indianapolis, ascending down into Chicago. Of course, no arrivals, no stars for Chicago. It's all vectors. I initially thought that we were coming in runway 27 or on the 27s. I didn't realize we had actually made a turn, complete 180. We were in the clouds, so I couldn't really tell. And came around and landed in Chicago on 9 left. During the taxi, we passed some maintenance facilities for American and United. Saw some 787s. We passed the fire trainer for the firefighters. My daughters were asking, what the heck is that? Oh, it's just a trainer. No big deal. Not too windy, but it gets some rain in Chicago. Moving on for our flight to Bozeman, as you can see. We've got some rain here. Airbus A320, November 428 UA. United 1117, 1,030 miles. Departing Chicago on 9 right at Sierra. We did not take full length. Starting a left-hand turn. getting vectored out of Chicago. Very nice sunset departure. Going through some rain. Initial altitude was 340. Going through Cedar Rapids, Cedar Falls. Coming up on Sioux Falls while we're chasing the sunset. Sioux does fall a lot. Get her a life alert or something. And we take a step climb up to 360. I would assume it's because of weather. We pass some lightning, a couple of cells. See there. And at this point, there's a plane coming at us, and it seems to make a turn under the wing. Can't quite tell. It looked like it was heading towards us, and then it turns. And coming into Bozeman, over some mountains, over some terrain. See, we're at 17,000 there. And we bump it down to 12,000 to get over the Bridgers. These are the Bridger Mountains. And then you have the Gallatins down here, which is where Big Sky is. Coming around at a high altitude, still at 12,000 down to 9. As we make a left base for the RNAV 20 into Bozeman. It's a tricky approach if you ever want to try it. I suggest you try it out in Flight Sim. You've got terrain, you've got wind, you've got a short runway, high altitude. Airport elevation, I believe, is right up at about 4,500 feet. So you can see as he makes his turn on final, he's at right around 7,000. Did pass through some fun bouncy weather on our way in. I would say we probably hit pretty strong fun patch. I would say it was probably over before the Bridgers, maybe this mountain. Hit a good patch. Of course, I had to calm my daughters down, say it's perfectly normal, perfectly fun. can see we're approaching the airport now over the runway. Push down a little past. Hard on the brakes. Like I said, short runway. I would love to do this in a 757. Sort of wet. Definitely auto brakes medium on that. You can definitely tell the different auto brake settings on the Airbus between low and medium. Coming into Chicago it was low, and then Bozeman was medium. And out and about the next day, some departures out of Bozeman, runway 12. Right-hand turns after climb. And I got one more for you. Coming right over us. I believe this was Alaskan. 73 going to SeaTac. Might have been the one before, I'm not sure. This is at Yellowstone. We went, I took my daughters to Yellowstone. We saw a helicopter departing out of, they've got, I believe, a hospital or a helipad right as soon as you go into Yellowstone from the, that's what I'm thinking of, the Gardner Gate. Old Faithful there. Saw some grizzlies. We thought it was mama and a cub, but that other one, it looked small, but it really wasn't. They crossed right in front of us. Here comes the other one.
It's so cute. Are you videoing the baby? They're so cute.
Bernstein! Buddy! One day we went up to Pipestone. They've got trails for dirt biking, and I rented a side-by-side for my daughters and I, and we saw some wildlife services toying around with a fairly large drone.
Why do you want me to park all the way? Why do you want me to park all the way down there?
I was gonna talk to him, but I got shy. This is one of the trails that I got a full video of. My daughter Addison was shooting the video in the front seat. These side-by-sides are absolutely wild. That's the one thing you have to watch out for, other dirt bikers, other side-by-sides. Turns are crazy. You get air, and right after you land, you've got to make a turn. There are a couple of points here I had some difficulty, ran off the trail, got slapped by a couple of branches. I did swallow a bug at one point.
I forgot to put on my goggles.
Day before we left, I rode over to a lookout at the airport in Bozeman. Got some really good photos of the Bridgers in the background, and I was able to see this 737 United, most likely going to Chicago.
Just one with your tag, runway 12 taxi Alpha.
And for our flight back, Bozeman to Chicago United 593, 737 this time for both return flights. runway 12 departure. I believe he held the brakes until he hit the tow good button. Short runway again, high altitude. Got mountains to try and avoid. On departure out of runway 12. And we split the Gallantons down to the south and the Bridgers up to the north. And coming through flight level 380, we were at 370 for a minute. And up to 38, then back down to 37. And coming into Chicago, vectored arrival once again. Got a nice view of downtown Chicago. And coming around for runway 27 right this time. Nice view of downtown. Slow us down on the way in. The pop of the speed brakes. Over the threshold now. Runway 27 right. And as you can see, almost the same as when we arrived, just exactly opposite, going all the way around to go and taxi to the gate at Charlie Terminal. I believe it was Charlie. And we had to hold for a long time during the taxi from Chicago back to Charlotte. Saw some heavy arrivals, Asiana 74, Atlas 74. Saw some 787s. Saw this China Southern 777 cargo from Chicago to Guangzhou, departing off of one of the 28s. I'm not sure. Can't quite get a good view. I want to say it was 28 Center. Could have been 28 right, but it just seemed a little bit further away. And this is us departing off of 22 left. Nice, fun left-hand turn. Up to 31,000 feet, passing through Indianapolis, Cincinnati, all the way back down into Charlotte. Runway 18 right approach. Of course, 1A right is all the way over in Egypt when you are in Charlotte. Much rather departed out of Greensboro or Raleigh. Charlotte is just madness. I feel like I walked about 26.2 miles. The moving sidewalks did not work. But the flights overall were really good. One of my favorite airlines, United. That's gonna do it for this video. I know it's a departure from what my normal content is, but I hope you guys appreciated it. If you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, comment on any questions you may have, and make sure to love each other and love yourselves. I'll see you when the 777 comes out.